Perhaps the healers don't know everything, sir. Sebastian is single-mindedly focused on finding a way to help his sister.
Your faith in Sebastian is misplaced. Some sort of dark magic cursed Anne, and the goblins aren't likely to explain themselves anytime soon. Giving her hope is cruel. The only thing to do now is keep Anne comfortable and stay out of the Loyalists'.
With all due respect, sir, hope could keep Anne's spirits up.
You may mean well, but I know what's best for Anne and Sebastian. They are my stubborn brother's children. If you really want to be of help, you'll make sure Sebastian does what he... He's no idea the heart. I hope you'll remember what I've said. Good day.
I'm sorry about earlier. Those bouts of pain are difficult to bear.
Revelio. Are you all right, Anne? I didn't mean to intrude.
You didn't, truly. And I'm all right. The pain from this curse comes in bouts, and often suddenly. It's not anyone's fault. It's nice to meet you, by the way. You must be the new 5th year Sebastian told me about.
I am. Sebastian and I met during a rather lively duel in Defense Against the Dark Arts.
Oh, dear Professor Hecat. She's a powerful witch. And she knows how to keep students like my brother, and me, in line.
I do miss Hogwarts, but I wouldn't mind being in Feld between the goblins at the car.
Sebastian mentioned some... I must say,
Uncle Solomon is frustrated. They both mean Sebastian cannot...
I'm afraid it's really up to Sebastian, and his mind seems to be made up.
I can only hope he realizes that I'm getting tired. I should probably... I wish you well.
I ought to see how Sebastian's faring. Revelio.
Why will he not listen to me? She's my sister.
How are you doing, Sebastian?
You got a first-hand glance at what I'm dealing with. I apologize for my uncle.
I'll admit, I wasn't expecting him to be so angry.
He's always angry. After Anne was hurt, he only grew worse. It's as though I'm the one trying to help her.
Both Anne and your uncle seem
I refuse to believe that. Anne's pain. I miss my sister. Come with me. I need to... Ranrock's Loyalists are capable of so much more than people realize. They should not be underestimated. All the debris you'll see is from whatever's going on at that abandoned estate. They've been digging for something. Not sure what I did. Up there, on that plateau, is where they cursed Anne. This way.
How much longer are we expected to dig through this rubble? Ranrock...
Revelio.
It's an honor to be a part of it. A good wizard is a dead wizard in my book.
Accio. Confringo. Accio.
Put me down!
Confringo.
I won't rest.
Accio. Confringo. Defendo. Depulso.
Confringo. How did you do that? made your last mistake. Ooh, this should take you. You will regret coming here. This is almost too easy. Such cowardice. Rather unwise coming back this way. I won't rest. One less human to look. Let's get this over.
I've been fighting since before you can't stop us. One more taken down.
The brother who works in Kring
Revelio.
couldn't pay me enough to sit behind a desk all day.
Accio.
Why, it's a grapple. One less shoot. That was
Accurate. Confringo. Defender. Accurate.
Deserve that, you did. I'm famished.
Revelio. Accio. Repulso. Accio. Incendio. Defender.
When are you going to get Are you quite finished?
Accio.
That was unimpressive.
Incendio.
Accio. You won't get away with that.
Gringo!
An utterly pitiful distraction.
Accio.
That was pitiful. You've made your last mistake.
Protego.
How nice of you to stop by.
Accio.
Someone. Let's get this.
Incendio. Defender.
Not quite. Was that your best?
I confess, that was a bit more than I thought. I tried to warn you.
Reparo. Revelio. Those loyalists deserved what they got.
Couldn't agree more. This is where it happened. We smelled smoke in the middle of the night. When we looked outside, flames were shooting from the estate. Before my uncle and I could stop her, Anne rushed out, racing towards... She came face to face with a horde of goblins. Suddenly, an icy voice drifted out from somewhere. They didn't even give her a...
It seems an awfully violent response to a child wandering by.
My thoughts exactly. Might be the only way to learn what type of magic harmed her.
Perhaps you're right. The loyalists are everywhere, but they do seem to be spending...
And shall we have a look around? They seem to have set up camp here for a specific reason. They
Revelio.
have stations for everything. I've heard goblin dig sites like these are popping up everywhere.
It's a wonder the Ministry isn't doing more. Always armed and ready for a fight, Ranrock's loyalists. Revelio. Whose home was this?
Been abandoned long since I've lived here. Rumour was a Hogwarts
Protego!
Legacy lived here once, centuries ago.
Revelio.
But that's all I ever heard. It might be worth taking a closer look at the house itself.
This well looks familiar. Revelio. Sebastian, I've seen this before. This house, the well, the view.
What do you mean? When?
Give me a moment. I'll explain in a second. Sebastian, over here. Do you think that this was damaged by the fire the night that Anne was cursed?
Could be. But it looks to me as though this was intentional.
Revelio. Sebastian, this house did belong to a Hogwarts professor. Hundreds of
Who? What do you...
I found a pen. The keepers have shown me other memories as well. The girl became a Hogwarts professor. Her name was Isadora Morganach. She was one of the keepers.
The keepers? Like in Quidditch? And you found a pensive in the library? I'm not following you.
I realize it's a lot to take in. I'm not even sure I understand it all yet. And no, not like Quidditch. They call themselves keepers because they're protecting some type of knowledge. It has to do with the vault at Gringotts.
Let me see if I've got this straight. You have Ranrock and Rookwood after you because of something you found at Gringotts where you ended up via a port key. You can see traces of an ancient magic that you think Ranrock is trying to harness. And now you've been witnessing memories left by keepers. Oh, and this house belonged to a Hogwarts professor who was one of these non-Quidditch keepers hundreds of years ago. If I didn't know you, I think you were pulling my leg.
It is all a bit much, isn't it, when you put it like that? The point is, we both have good reason to search this house. You for answers about what happened to Anne, and me for answers about the keepers.
Look at this.
Someone piled this here for a reason. Is it blocking something?
Only one way to find out.
Revelio. Compulso.
Huh. A stairwell?
Revelio.
Why bother blocking a stairwell?
There might be something here worth a closer look.
They've left all of this simply strewn about. Tells me they're after something bigger.
A journal entry of Isadora's. I should hold on to this. Seems these journal entries are from Isadora's travels. Revelio. Depulso. You're not going to believe this. I can see the Undercroft.
What? A daydream? Because that happens to me too.
Protego! Depulso! Revelio. I know it sounds strange, but...
Honestly, nothing you say sounds strange to me anymore.
Fair enough. I can see the Undercroft through this stone wall.
I'm listening.
I think it's to do with my ability to see traces of ancient...
But you said you didn't really understand it.
That's true, and I'm still not sure. What I do know is that my ability allows me to travel.
Wait. We can get straight to the Undercroft.
We can. But perhaps best not to...
Understood. Well then. I'm tempted to hold my breath. Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
A note. Let's have a look.
Anything helpful in the note?
A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. Did I mention that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts?
You did not? Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Cian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio!
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
Hello, Sirona. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some hawk lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw seek? Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden... I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed you.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she would, especially when it comes to young people. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom.
I spotted a letter from you to Mrs. Sprottle. You two seem to have a lot of fun.
We do. I shall be the first to admit that and not everyone was as kind to me as the Sprottles. But well...
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. And for returning this box of letters.
Revelio.
Who needs keys when you know Alan?
You're back. Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I saw what you did. Ha! I have no tolerance for thieves. Hand them back.
Hand what back, sir? We've not took a thing.
Hand them back.
There's nothing to give, sir. It was only
Revelio.
one. That's all of them, sir. Honestly, I swear.
How many times are you pair going to keep pilfering my shop?
I swear it was just those ones,
We
sir.
promise,
sir. We'd never take more than those.
I tell you this, they'll not appreciate your antics in Azkaban. You just wait till I see your mother.
That was a bit harsh.
Revelio.
Come on in, come on in.
Revelio.
Shall You can stop by anytime.
Revelio.
Well, hello there. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. You won't be disappointed. That's a Gladrax promise. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion.
Revelio.
Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
It's you! Thank you again.
Revelio.
Anything to do with the dark arts should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here in Hogwarts. Ominous swears it was used for the dark arts, so he wants nothing to do with it. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
Ominous is right. Meddling in the dark arts is dangerous.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I'd like to know more about it if you wouldn't mind telling me. I won't
Very well. But Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse. Crucio. It inflicts intent. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualm. Ominous described the sound of the victims' cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to... As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
And your reading is the dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Ladies.
Professor Shah.
Astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to...
Oh, hello, Amit.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope?
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you...
I'm certain. It's my own. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it? It's only the pinnacle of all personal... Goblin-cut glass, first...
Well, I...
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right under. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck.
Revelio.
I tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could. Oh, good that is.
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they...
Our meat thinks he knows everything.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Perhaps that's what Professor Shah was talking about.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart.
Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
Incendio. Revelio.
A pristine night,
Professor.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know?
Am I...
Of...
You meant...
For centuries... Sad...
Thank you.
The perfect night for...
I have the telescope. It's nice.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third...
Yes, what...
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts.
And you need...
I do. Are you in? Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope.
No need to convince me.
Brilliant. You won't regret... Shall we? The table is...